was just born to be an English teacher. Am I not giving you those vibes today? This dress is from Goodwill and it's so freaking cute. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been on a filming grind today and I've just been talking a lot and I wanted to keep talking and kind of make a more casual video where I'm not, well, I am gonna be talking about books, but no books in particular. I just wanted to talk about like my preferences and just like fun facts about me reading books. I want to scoot this closer so I can like be comfy. Okay, also I'm drinking very caffeinated tea, so 5 facts. Or just like 5 things I wanted to talk about. I'm also kind of making it up as I go. I kind of forgot them already. But as I was falling asleep the other night, I was like, I want to talk about these things. And now I can't really remember what they are. But here we go. I just think it's so fun to, I cannot get comfy. I just think it's fun to learn about like people's reading habits and what they, and like how they prefer to read and how to consume books. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. First and foremost, I need to talk about the fact that it just keeps coming up in my brain and I just wish that I could break it, but I cannot read more than 1 book at a time. It is not possible for my brain to comprehend multiple stories. It's hard enough for me to remember like facts about 1 book. Like if it takes me longer than 5 or 6 days to finish a book, I forget stuff from the beginning of the book. So I don't know how people sit up here and are reading like 6 books at a time. That is absurd. You're lying. There's no way that you can possibly, your brain can hold that much information. I don't get it. You're Superman. Could not be me. I think I did it maybe a few times in school when I had to read like 2 novels for classes at a time. But even then, I don't think I did it well. But let me know if you are able to do that, because I know some people can, some people can't, but I'm definitely in that boat of like, I'm in awe of people who can read more than 1. Or maybe I could do like 1 physical and 1 audiobook, which leads me to my second point, which I wasn't even planning, but that was a great segue. I've never listened to an audiobook before. I don't think I could. Like listening even to podcasts and stuff in the car, like it makes me car sick. Or like my boyfriend always plays stand-up comedy in the car and I feel ill. So I don't think that I could do audiobooks. I don't know, there's something about like physically looking at words. I feel like after like 30 seconds I would be like, wait, what'd they say? Or I would feel the need to like fiddle with something or just like be on my phone. Like I don't think I could have the attention span to listen to audiobooks. I get it if like you're cleaning or driving so that you can focus on what's being said, but my commute to work is like 10 minutes and cleaning this 600 square foot apartment doesn't take that long, so I don't know. I wish I liked audiobooks and could do it because I know some people love them and they really help, you know, get your stats up and how many books you read, but I just don't think I'll ever be able to do it. I don't know. Which leads me to my third point. Is this its own point? I don't know. We're going off the rails here, but I also will never get like an e-reader or a Nook or Kindle. I don't know. I thought about it at one point because there's something wrong with it. I'm not like looking down on anyone that does use an e-reader, but I'm such like a physical books kind of gal. Like I don't think I'll ever stray away from it. That's also why I think I don't do e-readers as well, because I love having a physical novel, which I know is a problem because I'm running out of room. I've already run out of room plenty of times, and yet I keep buying physical books. I'm better at getting rid of them. Or even the library, like I wish that I felt that urge, because I know like libraries are making a comeback in popularity, but I don't know. If you were able to make the switch, let me know how you did it. Like if you made the switch to stop buying physical books, my hats are off to you because I can't do it. I can't even comprehend doing it. I kind of get like borrowing books from the library and books that you really like, then you purchase. I love that theory and I may do that one day, but for right now I just have to physically buy every book. I do a lot of like thrifting and like used bookstores, which is good. Like I rarely go get brand spanking new books, but that's also like the best way to support the author. So I'm torn. Let me know your thoughts on everything I'm saying, quite truly. But I would also love to know, like, if you used to be a physical books kind of person and you made the switch, like how did you do it, and help me, because I have a problem, a very large problem. I need to calm down. I need to settle. What else did I want to talk about? I think I wanted to talk about reading preferences. I will never read a series. Let's just talk about the elephant in the room. I don't know how people read series, which will lead me into another point I wanted to talk about. But I did read Harry Potter, and I did read The Hunger Games, and I did read Twilight. I don't want to talk about it. So I have read those 3 series, and then I also read the Brown Sisters trilogy, kind of. They're like, it's not really a trilogy, but I did read those 3 books, so I don't know if that counts. But I love standalone books. Like, I think I would get bored. I feel like once I finish a book, like, I want to leave that world and those characters. Like, there are, of course, some exceptions to that. Like, some of my favorite books I would love to read more of, but for the most part, like, once I finish a book, like, I'm done. Like, see ya. I would never want to pick up a book in the same world. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And along with that is fantasy, because I feel like for the most part, like, series are fantasy in genre, and I am not a fantasy kind of gal. I don't know if you could tell by my channel, but fantasy is so scary to me. I will never, well, not never, I'll try one day to pick up like a high grade fantasy, like real technological. Something about it is so intimidating to me, especially like the huge ass series of fantasy, like 13 books, and each book is like 1,000 pages. Like, how does anyone do that? Like Reagan, I don't know how people are that smart. Because my brain would simply just sputter out and die because it is so much information. But I think she did just make a video on like fantasy for beginners, and I was like, maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should read fantasy, but just the huge fantasy series are so scary to me. And fantasy is scary to me as a genre. That's definitely my least read. I don't know if I've ever read like a high grade fantasy before. I read like Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I don't think that's fantasy. I read, oh god, what fantasies have I read? The Ava Lavender one. I read The Night Circus. I also like didn't super love any of those books, so I think I'm right in not reading them because I don't enjoy them. But let's talk more about genres for a little bit, and then I'll end this video because my voice is starting to hurt. I'm talking too much. Yeah, definitely least read genre, fantasy, and sci-fi. Ew, most hated genre is sci-fi. I can't with sci-fi. I don't know. Like, I am surrounded by technology every day. Not even that much compared to most people, because my job is like manual labor. Like, it has nothing to do with computers or phones, which I'm very lucky. So I'm not surrounded that much by technology, but like, I'm still so overwhelmed that I don't want to pick up a book and read about technology. Like, it's just like, ew. Like, why would I want to read about the future? It's terrifying. Simply, I don't want to. So I don't care about computers or robots. I also feel like some of these are like really unpopular opinions. I'm sorry, but I have no interest. Some new genres that I have been picking up is definitely romance. I've definitely been picking up more romance and loving them. For the most part, they are wonderful and beautiful, and they make me really happy. I have one more on my shelf, The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This is my TBR shelf, by the way, so I still need to read that one. All the other ones I've read. Like, as soon as I buy a romance, I read it because it's just such a good escape. But anyways, and I really want to get more into thrillers. The few that I've read, I've really enjoyed, and maybe horror. I didn't even know that those were different genres. But I read Mexican Gothic, and I thought it was so weird, but kind of good. So I think I'd like to read more like horror ones. Definitely most loved for me is a good historical fiction, which I sound like a broken record. I've been really loving contemporary fictions lately, just the most random contemporary fiction you could find I'll probably love. I love history, I love memoirs, I love biographies, I love nonfiction. I was super into nonfiction in high school, and I kind of stepped away from that and have wanted more of an escape as I get older. Anyways, I would love to know what your guys' like most read genres and least read genres. I think that's really fun, and I think you can kind of like know a lot about a person by their preferences. So I also never read poetry. That's like also one of my least. And I would also like to get into graphic novels more, because the few that I've read I've loved a lot. That's just me rambling about books for 12 minutes straight. I need to be an English teacher. Can you imagine just walking into class? Hey y'all! Let's talk about To Kill a Mockingbird today. It's my calling, man. I'm delirious. I need to go lay down, pick up a book perhaps. I'm reading a really exciting book that I hope I love. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I like just like sitting and talking, and I've been wanting to make like a more chill video like this lately and just get these thoughts out there because I think it's fun. And I love the way, like the different ways that people read. So I just wanted to put my voice out there. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are in the sunshine as it's coming out. I definitely have. And take a deep breath, do some yoga. I've also been starting to do yoga, which is great for me and my mental health. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.